Welcome back, everybody, to more UPDL draft match analyses. Um, been a while. Um, Basically, boils down to, well, first reason being I'm busy because school's a thing now. I gotta do that, the whole school thing. Second reason is we've had some issues with some other people in the draft league being busy with school as well. So we had to sort that out as well. So it's all worked out though. Um, Basically, I had to replace one of the coaches, so you're going to be seeing a lot of my battles for this video. And yeah, and instead of doing just like week 2, week 3 videos, I'm just going to do the rest of them all in one big batch. So it's gonna be a long one. So strap yourselves in. So without further ado, let's just get started. We're going to start off with the week 2 battles, and then we're just going to keep going all the way to week 5. And coaches, if you're watching this right now, please do your battles. It is currently playoffs, first week of playoffs, and no one has done anything, and it's Sunday, so please do that. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so first up, we got some threats. We got Blob 3 to 4, or Sad Boy versus the Sea Cucumber Strats or Winston, and so. Basically, well, before I get started, I guess, I'm just gonna talk over. Well, I'm just gonna talk over each match. I'm just gonna talk over each battle. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. So looking at Sad Boy's end, I really like the matchup here. Well, good and bad in certain ways. Actually, I think I like Winston's side better because Mega Niantic is super duper good against Sad Boy right here. You can see there's no rock resist on Sad Boy's side, which is, not ideal. And yeah, no, Mega Niantic is literally 6 O's. But on the flip side, actually, no, there is no flip side. I think every single mon on Sad Boy's side does get walled by something on Winston's side, so that is not an ideal matchup. But a Sad Boy's got the text, most likely. Scarf Darm is pretty good, obviously, if you get the read on... Well, actually, you can't do much to Vaporeon, but if it's like Belly Drum or something, that could potentially end games. Well, it could be Unword Quagsire, though, so maybe not the best. Gengar looks okay outside of Mandibuzz, and if you're running like Specs Thunderbolt, that's going to obviously do a lot of damage. So yeah, I think with some reads, Sad Boy's in a good spot. Like make a lot of doubles with Regieleki because Winston only has one electric immunity and no electric resist, so the electric immunity is Quagsire, and Quagsire does take a lot of damage from like Specs, like weak Specs Regieleki Specs moves, just because Quagsire does not have a very good special defense. So yeah, I would say in terms of leads here, I would probably honestly. You could just Mega Niantic right off the bat, or you could like do Dragapult, or if you're expecting like a Scarf Darm lead, maybe you can try running Bronzong. There's a couple options here. I'm talking about Winston's side. On Sad Boy's side, Specs Gengar looks like a decent lead. But if you want to if you're Scarf Darm, that's also obviously really fantastic here. Yeah. Maybe Pidgeot. Pidgeot looks Pidgeot looks a little bit better than I give it a little credit for. Mega Niantic is not super bulky, so Pidgeot can wear it down with Hurricanes and stuff like that, and it has a better speed tier against everything except the Dragapult. So yeah, let's just get started. So we see turn 1, Regieleki on Dragapult. All right. So we're probably gonna just see Volt Switch and U-turn, or maybe just Volt Switch and a Shadow Ball or Draco Meteor. We do see a Draco Meteor turn 1. And turns out Regieleki, he just goes for the switch. Maybe expecting Scarf variant of Dragapult, and I actually don't know if that would kill the turn 1, but it's nice to preserve HP, and if you are making those big reads and reading the Draco Meteor turn 1, all on you. I probably would have, Draco Meteor was a fine play. Shadow Ball is also an option, but to be fair, there are more resists/immunities on Sad Boy's team than to Draco Meteor, so I guess that makes sense. So Draco Meteor comes out. We got next turn. We got Quagsire comes out on the Strange team. Not the most ideal switch in here. Usually Bronzong would probably come out against something like Weezing, but if you're afraid of a Wisp, well, again, you really wouldn't want to let Quagsire get Wisp, because I'm assuming you still have Earthquake to deal some damage and stuff like Gengar, Regieleki. You don't want to like switch in for free or whatever. So I think I probably would have went to Vapo if you were expecting a Wisp. If you were expecting Toxic, yeah, then you should have gone Bronzong. If you're expecting Strange Steam, then you should have gone Bronzong, or even Vaporeon would work there. I don't think you should have brought Quagsire in, especially since Quagsire is pretty important. You don't want to let your only Regieleki stop be just worn down by other Pokemon. So there's that. Anyway, we see a switch to Cacturn on the Scald. Of course, Water Absorb, Cacturn will get in freely. Quagsire is going to switch out 2 Mandibuzz, and we see Thunder Punch. It looks to be Life Orb, Adamant Cacturn. Ooh, this is pretty heat. Nice read on Block 324. On Sadboy's end here. That was a very good read. Yes, that's what I just said. Yeah. I'll just keep going. Quagsire comes back in on the Thunder Punch. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I probably would have not done that. If you're expecting Thunder Punch again, honestly, like Diancie would probably have been your best option there. You have the bulk to tank that Thunder Punch in your non-Mega form, and then you can Mega Evolve and get a lot of damage off there. But of course, like Sadboy could have just gone for some crazy read and went for Seed Bomb or something like that. So it makes sense. But I'm just saying, like, you should probably have gone Quagsire per se, because now you're doing a lot of pivoting, because like now he's going for Seed Bomb, and now he's gonna go for a knockoff or something, and then that's not good. But actually no, he goes for the double here. Perhaps he doesn't have. Actually, wait, does Cacturn get knocked off? I don't even think it does. It might not. If it does. Or if he does, he might not. He might only have like Sucker Punch as his only Dark Stab. So yeah, I guess that makes sense that he switched there then. So Bronzong does come out on the character, and then we have the Toxic on the Regieleki switch, which is pretty good for Winston. He's gonna go back to Quagsire, and it turns out it's gonna be a most likely light play Regieleki with screens. Character is gonna come back in here on the Scald again. Maybe should have. I think Winston should have probably made some more aggressive read there, because, I mean, to be fair, okay, you know what, I take it back, because Regieleki should have, like standardly, you probably would have gone for the Reflect that turn, so I guess, Winston going for the Scald was not a bad play, because, wanted to chip on the Regieleki, but, Sadboy makes a good decision to not even set up the second screen, and just goes straight to Cacturn to get more opportunities for damage. So good on him. Diancie is going to come in here on the Dark Pulse. So it's going to be a mixed Cacturn. I like it already. That's kind of a crazy play that he went straight to Diancie when C-Bomb was definitely the move that was going to go. I'm kind of surprised that happened. I guess I'm thinking Sadboy was predicting the Bronzong to switch in on the Seed Bomb, and then I have no idea what Winston was thinking. I guess he read that and just went Diancie, which, that worked out, so I mean, that's fine. So Mega Diancie is definitely going to Mega Evolve, go for something. He's just going to set up a Rocks, that's fine. And he's going to go for Psychic. Not going to do much thanks to the Light Screen. And Strange Team is going to come out and gets a Confusion. Turns out to be Black Sludge Weezing, who would have thought, and it is like Regieleki, Strange Team on the Vaporeon switch. Scald's going to come out here trying to get a burn, does not get it, and Default comes out getting rid of the rocks. We're probably going to see a pivot here on the Weezing, as Vaporeon goes for Scald again. Yeah, I don't know. Winston is really letting this Cacturn just come in, and he's not really doing much to stop it. So that's not ideal. C-Bomb comes out and just decimates the Quagsire, and now Regieleki has. To be fair, it is screens Regieleki, which means it probably isn't like specs boosted or whatever. But these Thunderbolts are going to start to hurt a lot more because there is no resist besides basically Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball. That's not a real resist. So that's going to come in here. Probably just going to go for Moonblast. He does go for the Psychic, trying to predict the Weezing to come in. No dice. Regieleki is going to go ahead for the Volt Switch, does a big chunk to Bronzong, goes to Gengar here, and now Shadow Ball is pretty free. Mandibuzz is too chipped to really take that hit. It looks like it is Life Orb Gengar, so yeah, definitely wouldn't have been able to switch in. Manos definitely wouldn't have been able to switch in because Thunderbolt would have come out soon after. Dragon Ball's going to come in here to revenge kill. We're just going to go for Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball's going to do 35 Weezing, so it probably is a Spadef Weezing, but he gets the Spadef drop, so now... okay, so he does go to Manabuzz on the Pidgeot. That was actually a smart switch, so you can try to Roost, but... And he is able to get the Roost off, Pidgeot's not doing enough damage. Pidgeot goes for Tailwind, interesting, as Manabuzz gets it back to full. I'm probably gonna see a U-turn or foul play here. Goes for Knockoff, okay. Knockoff does work. Gets rid of the light play. Darm comes in here. He's gonna go for U-turn and no dice from Winston. He reads the no icicle crash because he does have that Vaporeon in the back. So yeah, he's just gonna stay in here and probably go for another knockoff. He does get rid of the Black Sludge on Weezing, which is super good. Diane's gonna come in here on the Pain Split. Basically nothing happened there. And then Tailwind ends. Diance's gonna go for Dynastorm and just absolutely demolish the Weezing. As I said before, no Rock Resist. Gengar's gonna come in here on the Manabuzz switch in. Shadow Ball is gonna do nothing, but Thunderbolt will knock this Manabuzz out, which is what happens. Dragon Ball's most likely gonna come back in here and go for Shadow Ball or U-turn or something. Goes for Fire Blast, trying to catch that Cacturne, but he will be able to two-shot the Weezing. Gengar's going to come back in. Before he's going to come in here on the Gengar, Shadow Ball is going to do a good chunk. I think it is in range for a Thunderbolt or Energy Ball, and yeah, that will take it out. Energy Ball is good coverage in case Diancie tried to switch in there. Risk the speed tie with Diancie versus Gengar, does get it on the Winston's end. He's just hitting those moves. Why did he go for Moonblast after? Oh no. Yeah, that was definitely a Diamond Storm moment. Okay. So yeah, okay. So he won the speed tie. I think that was the game there because it was banned Darm because it did 41% to Manabuzz with U-turn, which is too much. So I'm really surprised. If he went for Diamond Storm, I think he would have won the game. But now Darm gets to kill Diancie and Cacturne cleans the game with Sucker Punch. That's not. Yeah, that was definitely a throw from Winston. Then Diamond Storm would have just one-shot the Darmanitan. Okay, well that happened, and we have the Dragon Ball coming in. Is going to kill Darmanitan, but Sucker Punch from Life Orb, Adam, and Cacturne is definitely going to one-shot this Dragon Ball. Yep, no dice. Well, first things first. I love the Cacturne. that was a fire Cacturne. Really put some work in against this team, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, there's some. I think Winston had that win if he was able to well, first off, he had the win before he didn't click Diamond Storm on the Ice type, which definitely wasn't the right play. But yeah, I think if Winston even got Diancie in more and more and just kept spamming Diamond Storm, there was really nothing that Sad Boy could do. This is a very scary team. This offensively speaking, Winston's team is super scary. I mean, to be fair, Sad Boys is also super offensive as well, but Sad Boys doesn't have any way to deal with Diancie, is what I'm saying. So in terms of offense, Winston has that in the bag. So I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I don't know. Well, first off, definitely Sad Boy should have lost that game, optimally speaking. But yeah, all right. Anyway, we come with a close nail biter set on 1-0, and next, move on. All right, so as I said, I had to replace one of the coaches, the Tucson Tyrannotars, and so I do know my team, so we'll talk about it from my end. So this is gonna be Tucson Tyrannotars versus the Nevada Nihilegos, I think, and then it's Mooney, Specs. Yeah, I'm Specs. That guy's Moon. Okay, we're gonna move on. Yeah, so my team is the best team, obviously, because I got this man drafted my favorite Pokemon ever to use. It's kind of crazy. He gave me Sigilyph, he gave me Mega Beedrill. I couldn't be happier, honestly. So anyway. So, if I remember, my team was Specs H Slash because his team had no Ghost Resist, really. So, Specs H Slash really is going to put in a lot of work. Standard, I think it was literally just standard Vincoon, which, if you don't know, that is Substitute, Protect, Calm Mind, Scald. Really good at PP stalling, and then if you can get burns, you can, stall out both physical and special attackers with Calm Mind plus Scald Burns. Mega Beedrill is just pretty standard, like U-turn, Poison Jab, knockoff, and I think Sword Dance was the last move. I'm not sure. And then I had a Sigilif. I'm done. I think it was literally just a Life Orb attacker. I think it just had Psyshock, Heat Wave, and then Roost Defog. Because he did have a web setter on his team, on his draft, so I just wanted to make sure I had some sort of hazard removal. And then I have a Scarf Delphox here. Scarf Delphox is able to outspeed Alolan Sand / Inhale, which is a pretty nice trait. And then I can trick the Scarf onto something like my Lodic if the Sand Slash is dead. That's pretty nice. And its speed tier is really nice too. Just outspeeds Nihilego. It's 104 versus Nihilego's like 103 or something like that. So that's pretty good. And then I think I just have like a... Oh wait, this Lando is really funny. It's it's Stealth Rock, right? Stealth Rock Earthquake. That's pretty standard. Then I ran both Sword Sands and Rock Polish with Soft Sand. I don't think it put in any work in this game, but it was pretty fun. Pretty fun set. On the Nihilego side, obviously I don't know the team, but I can guess. So it's a Mega Gardevoir, so it's probably some sort of like just all-out attacker. Nihilego is probably some sort of Meteor Beam set. I know Moon really likes like AV Mudsdale, so I'm assuming that's what it was. So if I remember correctly, it didn't have an item that I saw. My Elodic's probably just some sort of defensive thing. Yeah, I think it's pretty standard sets for Moon on his end. So let's just start. I'm pretty sure. What did I leave with? I'm pretty sure I should have led with Beedrill. If I didn't leave with Beedrill, that's kind of stupid. So, oh my god! Music. Fuck. So yeah, I do leave Beedrill as he goes for the Ninetales. I'm just gonna go for the U-turn turn one. I didn't think he would just stay in, but he did. he did it. So I thought he was gonna be go to Sand Slash right away for the Poison Jab, right? So that was my kind of thinking. Clearly I put too much thought into it. Should have just Poison Jab from the get-go, gotten rid of Ninetales, which means that Sand Slash would have basically been useless after the first couple turns. But yeah, he does get me here and stays in, gets goes with the Veil. I'm just gonna send an H-Slash here. I think I just go for a nice little Shadow Ball. Oh no, I just go for Flash Cannon and knock out the Ninetales. Okay, fair enough. To be fair, the only Steel switching is my Lodic. So I didn't think it was gonna go to that, especially after that turn one play. So yeah, we do get rid of the Ninetales immediately, but it does get up into Fail, so that does suck for me. Mudsdale is gonna come in here. I'm just gonna go into Sigilif here. He does predict my Sigil switching, goes for Rocks. That does do a lot of damage, and I think I just go for the Defog just to get rid of the screen. Yeah, I do, and he just goes ahead with and knocks my Sigilif out. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do much. Landorus comes in. I think I just go... Oh, I just intimidated to go to Suicune. Heavy Slam doesn't do anything to me. And I think I just start setting up here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think I just go for sub. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember. So, I was doing some counts. Okay, wait, let's go. Let's go back a couple turns. So I remember why I did this. So I switched in Lando. So I realized it was Adamant Mudsdale, Adamant Max Attack, and I was like, well, if I intimidate this with my Landorus, then also I knew I was pretty sure it was Assault at the time, so I knew it didn't have Toxic. So I was like, if I intimidate this with my Landorus, then I know that Suicune can live any hit from Mudsdale behind a substitute. Mudsdale can't break the substitute. So that's why I went to go intimidate it, and then that's why I went into Suicune, so I could just go ahead and start setting up. Yeah, that's what happened. So my Lodic comes in here. So yeah, I'm just like, yeah, this is my life now. So we're just gonna set up for a couple turns. He's gonna go for Ice Beam for some reason. We're just we don't really need to see this. I'm just spamming it. Okay, so now I burn it with Scald, which is really good for me. Also good for him because he does have Marvel Scale. Yeah, but I'm just gonna set up. So, technically speaking, I did lose this 1v1. But I was hoping that Moon would make a mistake and switch out his Milotic. And spoiler alert. Well, I was hoping he would make some mistake and just let me, break past his Milotic. And I think spoiler alert, yes, it does happen. He does switch, which yeah, he should have stayed in and just ran on my PP, because I only have one attacking move, right? It's Scald, and my Lodic only takes 30 to 40% with each Scald. Even with the burn, I'm not entirely sure if he would have lasted Like if he would have gotten rid of all my recovers before, if he would have gotten rid of all his recovers before he got rid of all my scalds. I'm not exactly sure. Like, math's not my strong suit, even though I play Pokemon. But yeah, I think his best play was just to run out my scalds. Because even if he didn't run out all my, even if he ran out of recovers before I ran out of all my scalds, unless I got a bunch of crits, there was no way I wouldn't have like more than like 2 scalds left after the interaction. So I only would have been able to take out 2 more Pokemon before I had to start, well, switching out, because Suicune's not going to do anything at that point. But yeah, so I do go for the Scald on the Sand Slash, dies. Gardevoir's going to come in here, trace my pressure. Yeah. He does go for Hyper Voice, still doing that still does a decent amount. 14%, like with like almost maxed out Suicune. That's a lot. Yeah, we're just gonna knock the Gardevoir out in 2. Nihilego is going to come in here, go for the Thunderbolt. It is going to break my Slowpoke 2, but I am going to completely demolish it back. So my Nihilego is going to come back here. I'm going to switch out because, first off, I don't want to I don't want to just like stall him out for the rest of the game. I want to give my other mon some kills. That sounded very mean, but like also, as I said before, I don't think again, I would have to do the math on this, but I didn't want to risk like losing the interaction. To be fair, I could have just stayed in and done it, but I just didn't want to do it. So screw you. It's my game to lose. So yeah, I just go to Beedrill here, just going for that knockoff, getting rid of the leftovers. Oh yeah, I also did it for that. I want to get rid of the leftovers, and I think I just go straight. Since I saw he didn't have Scald, I'm just going for Swords Dance because like it's Beedrill. Hell yeah. Mudsdale's going to come in here. I'm just going to go for the Poison Jab. Does 54. I love Beedrill, man. And then that's a resisted hit to 54%. Okay. My Lotus is going to come in here and it's going to get demolished by Adaptability Beedrill. So yeah, quick clean out. That's a 5-0. Yeah. Yeah, that's the game. That's the game we play. Alright, next up. Oh, this is still me. Alright, so this is week 3 now, because each week only has 2 games. So this is week 3. Again, I know my team, so we'll go over that a little bit. Still pretty standard Mega Beedrill. I'm not sure what I put. I always have U-turn Poison Jab knockoff. I'm not sure what I had on my last this time. It might have been Toxic. And then I have Jolteon. I think it was just Specs, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, and Thunder Wave. Shadow Ball is obviously for the Palisand, and Thunderbolt's for the rest. Oh yeah, by the way, Winston did make a transaction for this week. And he had a Palisand instead of Quagsire, so yeah. Suicune was, I think it was Calm Mind again. It was Calm Mind Toxic Scald Protect. Or it's Calm Mind Toxic Calm Mind Toxic Scald Substitute, if I'm not mistaken. So the Toxic Scald is basically just for Vaporeon. Tried to set up on that. If he did have Heal Bell, I still would have beat it 1v1 because I have more Toxic than he does have Heal Bell, so that's great. Anyway, next up is Aegislash. This was like a specially defensive Aegislash because Mega Dynasty is scary as hell. I think I was able to not get 2 KO'd by like Earth Power from Mega Dynasty. So yeah, I have Landorus. I think it was like just max special defense too, which also helps with Diancie a little bit, and it's probably just like Rocks, Earthquake, U-turn, Toxic, something like that. Maybe Stone Edge over something else just to one-shot Moltres. And then I have Hitmontop, the spinning boy, the best Hitmon. I think it was just like Adamant Assault Vest. Yeah, and then I think I probably just led with Beedrill before we get on to Winston's team, but. Yeah, either Beedrill or Landorus, one of the two. Yeah, anyway. And then, Winston has whatever. I don't know what he has yet. Well, I do know what he has now, but I'll pretend I don't. But yeah, on his end, probably like Diancie is one of his leads, maybe Dragon Ball again, stuff like that. I would be very surprised if he let something like Moltres or Vaporeon. But yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and start. Yeah, Landorus against the Diancie, so pretty good lead for me. I'm just going to go for I think I just go for the Earthquake turn 1. I'm trying to knock it out. And then he goes for the Moonblast. I'm not doing a lot, but I do overpredict a little bit, go for Stone Edge. I just really thought, he would switch, because Diancie completely gets demolished by Earthquake, even from a defensive Landorus. But he doesn't switch, so, you know, good prediction on his end. I just gonna go for the Earthquake next turn. Does a good chunk of Vaporeon. I think I just go for U-turn next turn. No, I go. Oh wait. I don't have U-turn on that letters. I think it was Stealth Rock's Earthquake, Stone Edge, and then like Toxic or Knockoff last. So I didn't have U-turn. So I go straight for the Age Slash on the Toxic. I figured he would go for Toxic because poisoning my Suicune is like the highest priority, and obviously I'm not gonna bring Suicune in on Vaporeon, so I just go Age Slash. If he does Scald and he burns me, it's not a big deal, especially since Diancie is tripped, and I do have Bullet Punch on Hitmontop, so I have other ways of dealing with Diancie now. So getting burned with Age Slash by Vaporeon Scald is not too big of a deal, especially since I don't even have Shadow Sneak. I literally have Shadow Ball and Flash Cannon, and then like King Shield, and then Toxic. So yeah, I just go for Toxic on the Moltres. Getting the poison on that's pretty good for me. Opens up a Beedrill a little bit. He's trying to go for the U-turn on my King Shield. I'm just trying to rack up toxic damage, basically. I go to Suicune here on the possible Flamethrower, and he does go for that. I didn't want to risk him having Toxic, so I do make a double. Oh no, I just go for Substitute. No, I did risk it. Oh, I'm a risky boy. So yeah, I go for Toxic. I go for Substitute, and I go for the Toxic on the Vaporeon. He goes for Toxic. I guess he forgot that Toxic doesn't go through Sub. So now he goes to Dragapult, which does have Infiltrator. I'm just gonna go for the Calm Mind, see if I can tank some hits behind this, with the boost. Shadow Ball isn't doing too much, but Scald isn't doing much either. I do get the burn turn 1 though, which is really good for me. And he does not get a special defense drop. I am gonna switch out to Hitmontop though, just don't wanna take too much damage with this Suicune. I think I just go for the Sucker Punch here. It does not knock out Dragapult, but I'm not dead either, so that's great for me. I think I go for Bullet Punch here on this turn. Yep. And then I'm just trying to give up the Hitmontop at this point, so I just go for CC. Oh no, I go for Triple Axle, and it is doing quite a bit to Palossand, and then I think I just go for the Triple Axle again. Yeah, I do. It's not doing as much, so Vaporeon is fine. I think I just go for CC here this turn because, you know, I said as a support, I'm just trying to give this Hitmontop up. Close Combat is doing almost half, and then with the Toxic, Vaporeon is not going to be able to last that long. He's going to go for the Protect here. I just go for Sucker Punch because I know he's going for Protect. And if he does try to attack me, you know, I would have Sucker Punched him. And then I go for Close Combat again, and Vaporeon does go down. So, well, in trying to sacrifice the Hitmontop, I do manage to just take out a Pokemon with me. And at this point, I just go for Sucker Punch, get some damage on the Moltres. He does miss the Hurricane, which is really bad for him. And then I go for the Close Combat on the Predicted Roost. Yeah, I'm wilding out on the sticks, man. I go for Close Combat again, because if he tries to Roost again, he's gonna die. So yeah, Hitmontop basically doubled down. He was able to get two KOs out, which is pretty cool. So I just go my Beedrill here on the Palossand. I just go for Knockoff here. I know he doesn't have Clover or whatever, so I can kill him with Knockoff. Mana Buzz does come out here. I'm just going to go for a U-turn, do a nice big chunk. Goes to Jolteon here, the Foul Play. At this point, Volt Switch is super duper free, or I might just go for Thunder. No, I just go for Volt Switch. Yeah, it takes out the Diancie. And at this point, Beedrill does actually clean the game, because Poison Jab is stronger than U-turn. We'll take this out, and that Dragapult is not... I didn't say it before, but I knew it wasn't Scarf or whatever because of the damage on Hitmontop. I knew it was Choice Specs. So yeah, nice little cleanup by Mega Beedrill. Hitmontop actually put in a good amount of work. Super surprised with that. But yeah, next up we have the last victory battle, which is Zadash versus Sad Boy. Okay, we got some teams. We got some teams here. We got, you know, Celesteal, Megagera, Conk, Zerk, Redagon, and Delmise. Or Delmise. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. I like Delmise because it's weird. And I like saying things weird. Just looking at the matchup, Regieleki is super, super good here. Spec sets are just going to demolish the Dash here just because of, you know, no electric immunity. Gengar also looks fantastic here. Spec Shadow Ball, again, doesn't have a lot of switch-ins. Mega Gyarados is kind of the only one, but, you know, it doesn't have recovery, so it's going to be hard for that to happen. Cradle looks pretty good here, too. Definitely doesn't take too much from Xurkitree. Can maybe kind of wall Megagera. Yeah, I don't know. Weezing looks good. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Just Darm's good. Darm's good. You do have to watch out for Congo with their Mach Punches, but Ice Cold Crashes will be doing a good chunk to Zadash here. Yeah, I think overall Sapling doesn't have the edge here. It just has a lot of very good offensive threats that really threaten Zadash's team, and it has a pretty decent defensive core that can take most of its hits too. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Rocky Helmet Umbreon to deal with Mega Gyarados, and also Dalmise, whatever. In terms of Zadash, advantages he has are kind of minimal, to be honest. There is no electric immunity on Sadboy's end, so Xurkitree could potentially put in work, but Cradily is going to be a very good big stopgap to that thing. No, Tonka's not very good. Mega Gyarados or Dragonite is up too much might be a threat, but if this Regieleki's decently fast, it will outspeed +1 Mega Gyarados and just kill it with Thunderbolt, so yeah. In terms of leads, honestly, Sadboy can lead with any of his offensive bonds. I don't know what Zadash can lead with, really. If it's Scarf Xurkitree, maybe that. Try to, Volt Switch out. I don't know, we'll see. He does lead Druddigon on the Regieleki. Okay, so we're probably going to see a Volt Switch turn 1 on maybe like Rocks. Weezing comes in. We do see Steelquax go up turn 1. We don't see the item, which is pretty interesting. Celesteela comes out on the Will-O-Wisp. Good prediction. Well, it's not a good prediction. That was just a good mid-ground. That's the word. So Umbreon's going to come in here on the Celesteela. Probably going to go for Heavy Slam or Leech Seed. He does go for the Heavy Slam. It is Rocky Helmet Umbreon, as I expected. Gonna go for Baton Pass. Yes. Yes. So for context, Dry Baton Pass is allowed, so just using it purely as a momentum move is fine. So so Umbreon is going to Baton Pass out into Weezing Galar. I guess he was expecting a switch. But no dice. Probably going to see a Leech Seed here. Yep. I'd probably switch out if I was a Dash and probably go into like. Well, he doesn't. He just goes for Flamethrower. Alright. He's just trying to get some chunks out of Weezing. Fair enough, fair enough. We're going to see a switch out to Regieleki on the Heavy Slam. Isn't going to do much. That still does quite a bit for a burn Celesteela. To be fair, Celesteela is much heavier than Regieleki though. We're going to see a Thunderbolt. Just, oh my god, a 2-hit KO is the only electric resist. The one of the 2 electric resists on Zadash's team. Jesus Christ. Weezing is going to come out here on the Conkeldurr, and Conkeldurr is completely walled by Weezing. Not only is it a Poison Fairy type, which means it walls close combat or knockoff or any fighting or dark moves, which is standard for Gut Set. Neutralizing Gas also ignores Guts, which means that Conkeldurr is just burned. So it's not doing any damage to Weezing. So yeah, Weezing is too good of a Mach Punch is not going to do anything. Pain Split, he's going to go back up to not full, but he's going to a lot of his health back. Strange Steam is just going to knock out the Conkeldurr. So yeah, Xurkitree is going to come out here. We're going to see a Cradily swap as I expect. We do see a Volt Switch again. Well, not again, but yeah, we do see a Volt Switch. Gyarados comes out here. This is not a very good matchup for Gyarados, but he does. Sadboy does switch out to Weezing, which is a good matchup. Waterfall is not going to 2-hit KO from the likes of it. Does he get the flinch? He does not, and Whisk will neuter the Gyarados. Mulberger comes up after. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to see Waterfall on the Rocky Helmet Umbreon, and yeah, this is not looking good. He's trying to go for the freeze here. No dice. He does get the flinch, though, which is interesting. Ice Fangs again on most likely the Wish from Umbreon. Yep. And yeah, this is it's not looking good. Foul Play comes out on the Xurkitree, and it's Thunderbolt's not doing anything. Looks to be Scarf Xurkitree, and Darm comes in here. Goes for the Flare Blitz, knocks it out. Yeah, this Flare Blitz on the Celeste. Yeah, I don't know what that switch was. Yeah, I think this is just gonna be a clean from Darm at this point. Yep. And the only thing left is Druddigon, but you can always just switch out to Weezing or Umbreon or whatever and just win the game. Alright, so it looks like it's gonna be actually just a 6-0. Yeah, that's 100% so. Yeah, Dragon Tail doesn't even get the right Pokemon. Yeah. Alright, well, that was a sad game. In terms of what could have been done better, honestly, you just had a bad matchup again. I don't know. Okay, next up, this is week 4. We're gonna switch sides again because, of course, I'm the most important. Yeah, no. But yeah, so it's me against Sad Boy, and we're gonna talk about my team a little bit. I have actually I don't remember this team all that well. We're just talking. I don't remember it at all. We're just gonna talk about it as if I don't know it. So yeah, in terms of lead matchups here, again, Darm just looks super amazing on Glop's side, or Sad Boy's side, if he is Scarf. Even if he's banned, honestly. I can't lead Landers here because, obviously I don't want to give up momentum turn 1. I would probably, if I had to guess, I would probably have led Golisopod here. Has a decent matchup against most of these mons. I at least remember the Golisopod. It was probably like heavy duty boots, and then like I had first impression, liquidation spikes, and something else. Yeah, so that's probably my best guess. I probably led Golisopod. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Music. So at least Hippowdon on my land. How can I land in this turn 1? I'm crazy. I'm actually crazy on the sticks. Why the hell would I do that? Anyway, well, this is kind of a neutral lead for me. We probably just both said, yeah, probably. So let's set up Rock turn 1. Then I go for the U-turn. He does reveal Rocky Helmet. I think I just go Aegislash on the predicted Toxic. I'm also Balloon Aegislash. Yeah, so this completely walls Hippowdon. Hippowdon can't do shit unless it's running like Rock Slide. But like, why would Hippowdon run Rock Slide against my team? So yeah, Aegislash, it does just complete the wallet. Umbreon, just gonna comment here. I think I just go for the Flash Cannon. I do remember I have close combat on the step, but I didn't want to go for it because he potentially could have just stayed in and stalled me out. So yeah. So I go for Suicune here on the Wish. That was a risky play by me. He could have Toxic that turn. Yeah. I do get out the substitute on the Curse Umbreon, which is super interesting. I like that a lot. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna go. I think I'm just gonna set up alongside him, and he's just gonna keep going for curses. All right, so I go for the burn. I go for Skull turn 1 and just try to get a burn, which I do. My Skull burns I've been pretty lucky throughout this league, huh? I didn't notice until now. But yeah, we're just gonna spam set up at each other. But it's not now that since I've burned him, he's not gonna be able to do any damage to me. So. And Umbreon doesn't have a lot of attack to begin with, so I'm just gonna keep setting it up. I'm not super worried about it breaking my sub, at least at the moment. But now he is at almost max attack, so that is a little bit scarier. I think I just go for the Scald here, because damage. Curse is gonna be doing the damage. I think I Calm Mind here, or do I just go for Scald again? I Calm Mind here on the predicted Wish. Yes. And I think yeah, and then I just Scald again. Yep. The crit didn't matter. And it actually didn't, because I Calm Minded again. So the last one did 39, so I Calm Mind again, and it does more than 39. Yeah. But yeah, that was definitely a bad play on Sad Boy's end. I don't know why he didn't protect. Oh wait, he might not have had protect actually. Could have been like Wish, Curse, like, and then like 2 attacks. So actually, yeah, that might have just been not. He didn't have a choice to protect at that point. So yeah, in that case, you should have wished earlier, because if you don't have protect, you need to like spam wishes in order to keep yourself alive. So yeah. Anyway, I Scald. It dies. And now I think I have Ice Beam on this thing. So yeah, the character just completely gets neutered. Yep. Yep. So yeah, that's good for me. Darm comes in here. I think I go for sub, because if this was Scarf Darmanitan, I think I had a chance of living. Earthquake behind a sub, so I wanted to go for that. But yeah, it looks like Earthquake is doing too much damage, so I'm just gonna have to give it up. It looks like it probably was banned Darmanitan. So yeah, most likely Gengar's gonna come out here and try to Thunderbolt me. Or he goes for maybe Destiny Mod. He does go for Destiny Mod. And yeah, Skull will take it out. And well, Suicune did a lot of work, so I'm not too peeved about that. Because now at this point, Aegislash completely wall assisting. To be fair, Hippowdon potentially can stall at Aegislash, but as Flash Cannon does have chance to drop special defense. So at that point, if I get one drop on Hippowdon, like the game's over. So yeah, Flash Cannon will take out the Weezing in 2 shots, and yeah, this game is probably over. I do get the spit after turn 1. All right, so there's that game. We got 5-0. Super nice. And we have the next week 4, and we have 3 battles left. So this is the last week 4 match, and then we have week 5 to deal with. So yep, we got Zadash versus a Moon. See a pretty similar team on Moon's end when he was fighting against me. We do see a Salazzle instead of whatever he brought last time. Yeah. Milotic, yeah. Salazzle over Milotic. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, I'm just vibing to this music now. Okay, excuse me. So, I'm probably just gonna see Shuckle lead turn 1 for Zadash, just because you know it's that's what you do when you have a Shuckle. And on Moon's end, he might just straight up lead with Lone Ninetales, maybe set up Veil, and then go to a Lone Sandslash, and maybe he has Rapid Spin, and then he can get away, clear out the hazards, because you know. Delmize is Zadash's only spin blocker, and there is no way in heck he's gonna go into an ice type like that. So yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna see the Shuckle on the Sandslash. Okay, so he's just, oh my god, Iron Head does a lot of damage. It's Rocky Helmet, interesting, and he does get the flinch, which is super unfortunate. And wow, Earthquake does not take out the Shuckle though, and he is able to get Sticky Web, but he does go for he goes for spin. Yep, okay, yeah. To be fair, that Rocky did put it to work, because now look how chipped the Alone Sandslash is, you know. But Zadash does not get up any hazards whatsoever, which is pretty bad. So Color is gonna come in, and he's gonna let Sandslash die to Mach Punch. Okay. Nihilego comes in here. Mach Punch is gonna do a crap ton of damage. Meteor Beam is not going, although yeah, it does a lot, but it's resisted, so Color will live, and Mach Punch will take it out. Again, interesting. I probably would have just gone straight to Gardevoir after the first after the Lone Sandslash went down. Not sure why I went Nihilego. I don't know if Nihilego's like Sludge Wave would have knocked it out. Yeah, if it's like Max HP Calling, like there's no way in hell. So yeah, that was kind of an interesting play. I mean, he could have, if he had Psychic, you know, that might have killed. I don't know. So, but you know, I think Gardevoir could have was just a better play overall. Anyway, Gardevoir comes in here. Probably goes for Mystical Fire. No, it goes for Psychic. Okay. I would have gone for Mystical Fire there because of this thing. Speaking of which, it does come out. It's not going to kill. Heavy Slam is going to completely just destroy Gardevoir. Okay, yeah. Looks to be another defensive Celesteela. Plus, going to come in here on the substitute. Ooh, he's gonna sub on the Gyarados switching. Gyarados is gonna come in here. Toxic. It's gonna be probably standard Toxic sub protect Salazzle. He's gonna go for protect here, and then go for sub, and then protect, sub protect, and then this Gyarados is gonna die. Unless, yeah, that's pretty much it. He's gonna switch here. Pretty interesting. Did he go for double protect? That's kind of greedy. Wolf Switch is gonna come out here. Gyarados comes back in on the substitute. Nope, he goes for Toxic again. Yep. Okay, so I was just gonna do Salazzle thing. I'm just gonna make some speed it up a little bit. Okay. Well, oh, that's too far. So yeah, Gyarados is gonna just die to poison damage. Salazzle does just completely knock it out. Starker's just gonna come in here. Probably just gonna go for a Volt Switch or something. Yeah, or Thunderbolt. Yeah, but Muzzle is gonna take that. So this is probably gonna come in here. Yep. Rock Slide does come out. Don't think it would have 2 KO'd, but it could have, so that could have mattered. We'll see right now. Yeah, that was never going to 2 KO. Yeah. No. So yeah, that missed did not really matter. Well, it mattered in terms of getting more chip on Celesteela, but it didn't matter in terms of knocking it out. Heavy Slam is just going to completely demolish Ninetales. Okay, yep. Salazzle is probably going to come in here and go for Flamethrower, which is unresisted on Zadash's side. He's going to go for Protect. It's an Hail Chip. I respect. Well, I mean, they both have Black Sludge / leftovers, so it actually didn't matter at all. You're just wasting. You guys are just wasting turret. Why don't you kill the other? What are you doing? You really just want to stall out that PP, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it actually goes down. So at this point, we're looking to a pretty scary endgame. I'm gonna take a swig of water. Give me a second. we're looking to a scary endgame here. Basically, it all depends on this turn, maybe. Unless Delmice can just take a flame there, in which case, you know, none of this is all for naught. So Circuitry either needs to Thunderbolt or, you know, obviously like Energy Ball in the Mudsdale or whatever. Yeah, and Moon needs to make the correct switch, so we'll see what happens. We need to see the Volt switch. Okay, and that, oh yeah, that's the game. That was the correct one. I think he should have gone Mudsdale. Well, actually, yeah, Mudsdale's at 88%. It probably could take 2 Energy Balls. I think it's Assault Vest. I'm not sure actually, but I think Mudsdale was okay. Well, okay. You know what? I can't say that because I don't know if Mudsdale would have been able to take 2 Energy Balls. If it couldn't take 2 Energy Balls, it was literally just a 50-50 and you just lost 50-50. If it could take 2 Energy Balls, you should have gone to that because that was your Actually, wait, was that the only option? Well, if it could take 2, I don't know. Actually, it's hard. maybe Moon just lost at this point. Who knows? Whatever. Anyway, the plays that happened did happen. Delmice comes out. Obviously, is going to completely murder Mudsdale with Power Whip. And yeah, game's done. Okay. Okay. Week 5. Let's go. So we're gonna see Winston against the Moon. Let's keep this perspective. We're gonna see the same team as last week, I think. It might actually be exactly the same. And then we got, you know, some variation on Winston's side. Obviously, Mega Diancie is gonna come in. Mega Diancie looks absolutely fantastic. Speaking of which, only 1 rock resist, and that rock resist probably doesn't like taking special hits, even if it is assault vested. Dragapult looks amazing. No gross resist. Yeah, those two just super eat this team up. Bronzong looks absolutely fantastic as well in terms of both a wall and a damage dealer. Not a lot of steel resist on Mooney's team. In fact, he only has 1, and a lot of his team members are like weak to it and take a lot from Gyro Ball. So yeah, in terms of Mooney, well played. Gardevoir looks pretty good here. If you get Mystical Fires off from the Bronzong, you can definitely do a lot of damage. Yeah. Because second plus fire coverage is pretty unresisted. So Lazo looks pretty good. Actually, I wonder, does a magic bounce toxic from Mega Diancie, would that poison a corrosion to Lazo? I actually don't know. I have no idea. It probably doesn't, but that'd be cool if it could. Nihilego looks pretty good here as soon as you like chip down Bronzong to a significant amount. I'm pretty sure like power per meter means like 40% of Bronzong. So if you get it down to like 40%, you should be good to go. Especially if you're like speed boosting a Nihilego too. Yeah. Sand Slash looks terrible. There's like 3 walls to it. I wouldn't use it this game. Yeah, I would just use it to like break or like do some damage to some walls to let your other mons break through and win. Although you do lose out on your speed control. Well, I mean, if you get rid of Vaporeon, Bronzong, and Moltres, you know, there's a chance. But that's half his team, so... yeah, anyway. Probably just gonna see a Ninetales lead again. And against, like, Dragon Ball or Diancie. No, he goes to Lazo against Diancie. Not a good lead on all three. Yep, and that... Okay, yeah, Earth Power just completely knocks out Lazo. He should have gone Mudsdale, because Mudsdale is the only thing that could have taken the damage, but it doesn't. But yeah, Ninetales is going to come out here, set up the Hail, but, you know, Ninetales can't do not only can Ninetales not do anything, I'm pretty sure it dies to Diamond Storm from Nancy, even if it's max HP, and it's slower, so I don't guess he's just doing that to send in Sand Slash for later. So it does knock it out. I guess he's just going to go Sand Slash here to scare out the Diancie. Which is what happens, and Vaporeon is just going to completely wall this thing. Because, you know, Steel Ice, Earthquake, knockoff, that's not going to do much to Vaporeon. And Vaporeon can burn up a skull and whatnot. We're going to see, ooh, nice double. Trace Gardevoir is going to take on the Water Absorb and wall Vaporeon a little bit. Probably going to see a Mega Evolve, and then maybe, like, he does go for Hyper Voice. It doesn't do too much to Bronzong. Probably just going to see a Gyro Ball here. Oh no, we're just gonna see rocks, which is good. Fair enough. I forgot Bronzong gets that. He's gonna go for the body press on Mudsdale, from Mudsdale onto Vaporeon, and the Whimsicar's gonna come out here on the Nihilego. Pretty good, but also bad. Yeah, but he is gonna go into Bronzong here on the Sludge Wave and just go for well. Yeah, I would have probably tried to save Nihilego, honestly, because. Well, to be fair, he doesn't have very good switches to Bronzong. Problem. Unless you want to, unless you want to think he's not like. Let me think here. He might be Heat-Proof Bronzong. Actually, I probably would have run Heat-Proof Bronzong if I was this guy, because he's got a Salazzle, and he's got a Mystical Fire Gardevoir, which you definitely want to wall completely. So I think he probably was Heat-Proof. So I would have definitely got Mudsdale and just click Earthquake. Which I know is a crazy play, and it's a crazy ass call out, but like, you don't really have a lot of options when you're Moon at this point. So I think I would have just done that, because I think Nihilego really could have done really well. You just need like a little bit of chip, a little bit more chip on Bronzong, and like it could have potentially been very good. But I don't know. Anyway, Nihilego dies to Earthquake. They're just gonna see Sandslash come out. Vaporeon's gonna come back in. Iron Head. Yep. Triple Axel's gonna come out. It's not gonna be doing much. Vaporeon's probably just gonna go for the Wish. Yep. This game is looking kind of over. Bronzong's gonna come in here. Just to bring it up back to full, and now this is really like cementing his loss because there's no way Bronzong. Yeah, it is Heat-Proof. I can't do it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so he should have Mudsdale earlier then, for sure. Breakfast chicken. Okay. Yeah, Moltres doing things. Blah blah. Yeah, Moltres looks like it's gonna do some good stuff. Vaporeon, actually no, Vaporeon. Yeah. Uh-oh. Actually, wait. Oh, no, you just... No. Oh. What? Oh, no, wait. Whoa, what? What the hell? What the hell was any of that? Why didn't you click Earthquake? Oh, my God. What the heck is that? You didn't click Earthquake and the Vaporeon's gonna die. Why did he click Protect? Well, so many things. Oh, well, okay, Vaporeon goes back up to full. Okay, I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if killing Vaporeon would have won the match. I mean, potentially it could have. It would have been hard, but like, it's not impossible to win with these two mons. Because like, Mudsdale could probably pull something out of its ass. I don't know. Well, whatever. Gardevoir's gonna come in here. Skull comes out. Probably gonna get the bird. No, it doesn't. What? We're gonna see another double in a month. I'm so confused. What's going on? And then Bronzong. Okay, Bronzong dies. Okay. I don't know why you brought out Bronzong on Mudsdale. We know you're not Levitate at this point. And this land's gonna come out on he's gonna just win with Vaporeon. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Just spam Skull. Why is he not clicking Skulls? What's going on? Okay, well, the hands is gonna come in and yeah, okay, sure. He's gonna go for Moonblast. Okay, Heavy Slam's probably gonna knock it out though. Just win with the Vaporeon. What's going on here? It's called. Okay, yeah, okay. Burn comes out, which sucks, but Body Press was not looking like it was gonna do too much, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, that was there was a lot of random switching there at the end from Winston's end. I'm kind of confused by that. To be fair, that game was probably won, but like, it's not like he was trying to do his best to lose that game at that point. I don't know. There's some plays there that are definitely questionable, like that. When Vaporeon was like at 27%, you should have just clicked Protect to get more health back, because once the Earthquake might have been able to one shot from there, might have been able to kill from there, and then you lose Vaporeon, which is really good against the rest of his team. Like, Vaporeon literally won the game as soon as he was down to those three with Sandslash, Mudsdale, and Gardevoir. Like, I don't know. Whatever. It's not my game. Last game. This is my game, actually. This is Zadash versus Specs. And yeah, again, probably struggle lead. And oh yeah. I remember my team for this one. So this was again Spectral Tion because he has no electric. He only has one electric resist. I have a Taunt Golisopod with spikes. Super fun. I love spikes. I absolutely love spikes, and I like Golisopod just because it has spikes. And then we have Beedrill. I think it was T spikes last, and then standard 3 moves on it. Landorus was also soft sand, if I remember correctly. I think gravity. I don't remember what it was exactly. Actually, I don't remember at all. Maybe it was defensive. Who knows? Suicune was a thing. Oh yeah, the Suicune was completely useless. I wanted to run some heat shit, so I ran Curse Suicune. Did not put in any work whatsoever. Extreme Speed was pitifully weak. Yeah, and then H slash. I think it was agility. I think it was agility weakness policy. Yeah. Anyway, in terms of matchups, we probably are gonna see like Shuckle, and I think I like Golisopod. Yeah. Okay. So I just go for Taunt turn 1. If he had Mental Herb, that would have sucked. Because I don't have Hazard Remove, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, it's fine. I Taunt the Struggle, yeah, and then go for Liquidation. Doing a good chunk there. Jolteon's going to come in on the Elite Seed. Probably going to protect this turn as I probably go for Volt Switch. Yep. Just like clock. Okay. Yeah, Volt Switch, I'm probably just going to go for Volt Switch again. Does 27 to Shuckle. It means like full speed up. Golisopod's going to come back out here though. Going to go for the Taunt. He goes for Stone Edge. That did 11%. Okay. You know, yeah, did you know that you literally could have gotten more damage if you went for Infestation? But anyway, Circuitry on Golisopod going for I don't even remember what just happened. Oh, whatever. Landorus would come in here. Does quite a bit of damage with Energy Ball. I think it was soft standard from Landorus then. Beedrill's going to come in here on the second Energy Ball because he pretty much always runs Scarf Circuitry, I figured. So, yeah. Beedrill, U-turn, 37%. I like that. We always like that. Jolteon's going to come out here. I'm going to go for Volt Switch again on the Shuckle. And with the chip from everything, I think I go for Beedrill and just knock it out with U-turn. Yeah, I'm putting him in the Volt turn cycle. Rocky Helmet again. I'm putting him in the Volt turn cycle. See, and then we're gonna Volt Switch again. Yeah. Doing a good chunk there. Beedrill's just gonna come in on Dazzling because Dazzling game ain't doing shit. Yeah, 21, easy. U-turn. Volt turn, baby. Most broken shit since Gen 5. Okay, no. It's not even that broken. Volt Switch again. Do I look like I have thoughts to you? The answer is no. Knock off. He's gonna knock on my Soft Sand. Mach Punch ain't gonna knock me out at this point though. So yeah. Earthquake gonna knock him out. Super good, super cool. We like that. We like that about me. Gyarados gonna come in here. Do I go for? Oh, I go for Smackdown because I'm smacking shit now. Goes for the Ice Fang. He probably should have DD'd there if he was smart. But to be fair, I don't know. If I went for Earthquake, he would have died. I don't know. Anyway, Golisopod will be able to revenge kill Gyarados at that point anyways. It doesn't matter. First impression. Celestial comes out. Flamethrower is going to do something. I think I just go for Taunt to make sure he doesn't go for Leech Seed. And then I go to Aegis Slash. He goes for Heavy Slam. Ain't doing shit. And then I'm going for Game. The Autotomize. The Weakness Policy. It's all coming together. Oh my god, it's great. And then I do like 70% with Shadow Ball. Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's a good chip. That's a good chip. Who are you to tell me that was a good chip? I think I just go for Jolteon, just go for that nice, quick Volt Switch. You go for Protect. It's not going to save. Going for that nice Volt Switch. And then I'm going to go for U-turn afterwards. He goes Dhelmise. Okay, yeah. Go to Golisopod here on the Dhelmise. I think I just go for the First Impression. Yep. Get some nice chip. He does go for the Poltegeist and completely knocks me out. So it's probably Choice Man. And then I just go for Suicune. Just really trying to get a knockout with the Suicune. It was like cursed 3 attacks. So yeah. I do get the kill. Nice. Let's go. But yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, we're finally done. 3-0. Yeah, and now we just have playoffs left. So there's going to be 3 matches left. Because, yeah. So top 4, excluding me, which means basically everyone else, is just was put up in a bracket, and we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully, their matches come through today or something, and I can commentate over those sometime this week. And then we're gonna have finals, and then we're gonna see who the true champion is. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.